I'm gonna wait a minute. I feel like this guy's gonna go back down the street. You'll probably hear it. Oh, I knew it. Listen, off in the distance you can hear this kind of angry vehicle. Sounds a bit like it's gone mad. Wait for it. I don't know if they just, there it goes. You just gotta pay attention to your surroundings. 2, 3, 4. There you go. Sounds like a plane coming in for a landing. I think it's someone who actually came to pick somebody up. But anyway, maybe that's relevant here. Someone's going to pick you up. You're going to pick them up. Something to do with riding with each other, carpooling, or a vehicle that's really loud. I don't know. Going up and down the neighborhood, going up and down the streets, the joyriding, driving around Joy. Something to do with Joy or Joyce. Joy or Rejoice. Ooh, I am cramping. Sorry, guys. It's rough today. So for whoever this is for, Libra or Libra cross watcher, let's go ahead and get into this one because we have a lot that I wrote down to talk about. So first thing I want to start with is when I started writing, I heard someone is aware that you sure as hell can't be pushed around unless it's reversed, and you're aware someone can't be pushed around. But I'm gonna say that this is you. Just want to put that out there. That's where I want to start because that's the first thing that I heard. You can't be pushed around. And honestly, the whole message, whether it's this one or the one we talk about in members, which will just be an extension of this one, the whole message is based off of that, really. Is that there's an individual who cannot be pushed around no matter what. The main overall message or idea in any way this goes is someone does care for you here, whoever this person is, and actually really respects your opinion or where you stand on matters, or possibly respects your blessing, like they want your blessing on something. And what I mean by that specifically is if this is someone who is wanting your blessing on something, or maybe even your support, they could be seeking that from you at this time, or they just did, or they will. But if this message has nothing to do with someone seeking your blessing or support on something, then it could be someone sharing how they feel towards you, and I'm not really sure you're buying it. I think in all scenarios, one, you can't be pushed around. You're not going to be swayed easily at all. That's definitely going to be the title. Something to do with to sway or not to sway. That is the question. There is no question here because you're not going to be swayed. It's not about that. Like, whoever I'm picking up on knows where they stand, they know what they feel, they know who they are. They're not at all a confused individual. They're not at all confused on their feelings, on their beliefs, on their stance, period. Nor are they a person that gives in or at all should ever be pressured or try to be guilt tripped in any way or manipulated, because it will not work on this type of individual at all. And a lot of you, I think it's you. So I don't think you're buying something here. Now, in some situations, is it for us to buy? Like, meaning, let's say somebody's telling us something, maybe it doesn't really matter what we think about it or not, but if they want us to be involved in it, then it probably does on our behalf, you know? So, anyway, I think maybe you're not falling for something, or, like, no, you know? Even if it's the blessing or support situation that I talked about, I still don't see you on board. Maybe there's something here you just don't trust. You don't believe, or you don't believe in. It almost feels like lip service. You guys ever heard that saying, lip service? Pay lip service to, explanation/definition. Express approval of or support for something. Yes! Lip service! Maybe I should title this lip service. Okay, hold on. Somebody wants for a lot of you, unless this is you wanting your support, wanting another support or blessing or something like that. That's what this is. Now, I did get different scenarios, remember, but the one I started off with, and I think the main one, has to do with something to do with support or Because lip service does express approval of or support for something without taking any significant action. This isn't, you're not the type to give people lip service, if I could speak. You're not the type to give people lip service, nor do you want to hear any lip service, period. Like if somebody's trying to sell you on a situation, like, I mean, this could be anything. This could even be people who knock at your door. Probably wouldn't be smart for them to do it. You probably wouldn't even answer it, but if you did, you'd be like, no. And it's not rude. There's nothing, we live in a society today where you can't say no without people thinking you're rude. Like, it's just no. No. But let's say here somebody wants you to have their back on something, or I don't know, they want you to kind of be on board. Yeah, they want you to be on board with something that they're doing, a decision they're making, or something like that. Let's say it involves other people or another person, but you can see some things that perhaps this person can't see. Now, can you be wrong? You can absolutely be wrong. We can always be wrong. But you also you see what you see, and you said what you said, and you feel what you feel. So if you're wrong, you're wrong, and you will take that and you will admit it. But also, you probably have a pretty good bit of experience at this point in life. And so the thing is too, you just have a higher perspective of something. So let's say, it doesn't have to be anybody's exact example, but that a person wants to, get you to like somebody. They're like, hey, so-and-so, they really love me, or they're my friend, or look at this. And in your mind, you may be like, that's great. But they're expecting a little more out of you, and you're like, I don't know what you want me to give you. Do you want me to be fake? Because even if you want me to be fake, you're not going to get that from me. So it could be that, or, someone trying to come back in, or even a new person trying to make you yourself believe them or fall for them. I'm not saying they're lying. I'm not saying that they're not telling the truth, but there's something in you that's like, especially at all, period, if anything seems rushed here, or anything seems like too quick, too fast, too serious, too soon. There's like any type of that. I don't think you're going to have that at all. Or anybody like laying it on thick. Yeah. Oh, there it goes again. Listen, they're just going up and down, back to back. All right, where are we at? Even if it's the blessing or support situation I talked about, I still don't see you on board. Yeah, I don't see you on board. Maybe there's something here that you don't trust. Yeah, it feels like lip service. So you remember how one of the first things that I said was you can't be pushed around? Well, add persuaded into that equation as well. I don't see you being persuaded. Persuasion will not work on you. Like enticing will not, whatever it is, it's not going to work at all. Like you're not easy to sell to at all. You're not easy to convince. You're not easy to sway. You're not easy to even give lip service to. And you're definitely not a person who's going to give lip service. It either is or it isn't. You either like it or you don't. Like you're not going to try to tell somebody something to like, I'm hearing like stroke their ego or make them feel better, Now, are you a negative person? Maybe, but maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. Maybe different if you just went out of your way to just be miserable and say negative things to people all the time. But if somebody's coming to you and they're presenting either themselves to you in a certain way, or they're presenting another or a certain situation to you in a specific way, trying to sell you on it or sell you on a person or people or whatever, or on themselves, like they are adamant about it, and they are coming to you doing this, then I don't see how you're the one that's being negative about it. Like you have every right to be like, no. But that may hurt people, but that's, you're not going to be pushed around. You're not going to be guilt tripped for sure. You can push somebody around in a lot of ways. You're not going to be pushed around in any way. If you're going to push somebody around, you'll push yourself around. It reminds me of that song. I posted it not long ago. I guess it's been like a year or two. No, it's not been 2 years. Sorry, I'm cramping. What's his name? Is it Mystical? You keep bumping me against the wall. Something to do with New Orleans here. I hear Catfish, New Orleans, or New Orleans, Saints, Who Dat, Go, Tigers, LSU, Louisiana, crawfish, gumbo, boudin, you get the point. Okay, so, because if you look at the video, it's like, you keep bumping me against the wall. It's actually a really good song. Let's read about it. Yeah, mystical. And I think he's a Virgo. Maybe some of you are connected to a Virgo. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's just something that you take on that energy to, where you're like, nah. It's so much to read, but the lyrics are incredible. I should put that down in the comments. Mystical. Whatever happened to mystical anyway? Bumping me against the wall. Side note, if any of you have ever done it against the wall, they love it. So, bumping me against the wall, mystical. Now, is anybody's name Crystal? Because when I look at mystical, or maybe somebody likes crystals here, you know, the fast food place where you can eat crystals, they have like the little crystals, and you can get crystal chicks, and they have like a pickle on it. They're little tiny little sandwiches. A lot of truck drivers go there, unless we have a trucker here, or a truck driver, or somebody actually drives a truck, like a pickup truck, or an actual 18-wheeler, drives trucks for a living. But when I look at that, I see mystical, mystical, with a K, and then I see somebody who spells their name with a K. It doesn't have to be Crystal or Kayla or Cassandra or Kelly, or it's something to do with a K, but it's the way it's a K. There's a K in someone's name for sure. It's like, stand out to me. Go. Does someone have a bird here too? Unless somebody just likes to flip the bird all the time, or is like a rather intense driver, or again has a CDL, or drives a lot for a living, or drives some sort of company vehicle. But we have a bird. Okay, let me keep going. I didn't write any of that down. It's just now coming to me. So lip service, mystical. Oh, the song's called Bouncing Back. Well, that should tell you everything. If this is anybody wanting to, like, I don't know, get an individual. I'm not even going to say necessarily you, but to get a specific individual to believe that they maybe mean well now, or something. I don't know. I almost feel, no. Something's going on here. This can go a lot of ways. Someone's like, no. A lot of you, it's you though. Especially if someone's coming all the way over into your lane and you're minding your own business. Like, no, okay. So let's just stay on track here. So, I didn't even set the timer, did I? Oh my God. So, okay, we talked about you can't be persuaded, you can't be pushed around, things like that. We're going to pick up the rest of it on members. I didn't realize I went over because I just got carried off on this like mystical bumping me against the wall, bouncing back. So we'll stop right here. But we got the majority of what we needed for this first part out anyway. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.